Mike, the situation, Sorrentino realized in a powerful and profound moment that he had to get sober for good. The Jersey Shore star opens up about her descent into addiction and how her drug of choice these days is pound growth. Ivers knew Mike, the situation, Sorrentino's life was spiraling out of control. It was her role on MTV's mega-hit reality show, which had her partying and planning gym clothes and laundry. How far things went off the rails is eye-opening. In her new memoir, Reality Check, Making the Best of the Situation, the reality star relives the darkest moments of her opioid addiction, getting stoned in her locked bathroom, and using heroin because she couldn't score Roxicet or Percocet and was disappointed. He writes about drug dealing, blows all his money, and goes to jail for tax evasion. Now 8 years sober this month, my drug is pound growth, the budding author tells Yahoo Entertainment. Most people don't get out of that extreme life. Some people die or fade away quickly, so I thought it was important to talk about excess, about drugs and women and fame and millions. Most people don't run and make it to the other side. The other side is family life. I am very lucky. I could have died right there. This book is definitely a page-turner, he promises. I believe it will surprise readers and fans and the general public. It is instructive, it is fun, it's interesting. Most importantly, I think it inspires people who have faced obstacles in their lives. The feeling in this book is to never give up. People who suffer from the disease of addiction will see how I recovered, the way I thought, what I did, and I believe they will be inspired. Sorrentino's troubles began before he showed off his six-pack abs in Seaside Heights, NJ, TV star born in Staten Island, and why it made him famous from 2009 to 2012. In the show, the party was her storyline. He leaned in and built a successful brand out of it, one that brought him $5 million in 2010, rivaling Kim Kardashian's earnings that year. But the punching and shooting of clubs that viewers saw was only part of the production. Behind the scenes, Sorrentino had a second job that provided enough pills to feed his addiction while filming. The details of her book elude MTV's watchful production team to get her problem. He emptied the fat-burning herbal capsules and refilled them with crushed pill powder to store at MTV's house. When he traveled abroad for shows, he smuggled hundreds of pills in Altoids molds hidden in the soles of his shoes. Having just the right amount of pills to feed a growing supplement was an imperfect science, he says. When he hit his head on a concrete wall while shooting Jersey Shore in Italy, he was actually retreating. Off the hour from MTV, he traveled everywhere with a Louis Vuitton bag that doubled as a medicine and carried his drugs of choice, including Xanax, Valium, Adderall and cocaine. She'd look great for late night with Jimmy Kimmel, Jay Leno, and Jimmy Fallon, not to mention the season of Dancing with the Stars. He estimates he spent $500,000 on drugs. He also went to rehab twice more. It was after the end of the show that he reached his lowest point. He was broke. He also overspent on luxury cars, unemployed, behind on rent, depressed, and the target of a federal investigation into his finances, which he spent $1 million defending. Faced with withdrawal, he first turned to heroin because it was the only drug he could get. I always said I wouldn't do it, he says of the drug. You always hear stories of people overdosing. I was thinking in my brain, oh, how the mighty have fallen. I was getting paid almost $200,000 per episode on the biggest reality TV show in the country, and had 9 million viewers, and now I have a pack of heroin. Locked in the bathroom of the house he shared with then-girlfriend Lauren, he told himself, I'm just trying a little bit, because people usually take too much. Maybe if I have some time, I'll be good. But at the same time, I risk my life. In the past, I could have overdosed. I could have died there, but he didn't. So he kept going, even if he didn't like it. There was a little devil on my shoulder saying, if you try a little harder, you might like it. This is when Sorrentino, who becomes emotional as he recounts the story, believes that God stepped in with all his heart. In one hand he had heroin, in another, her phone, and her mother's, rang. I'd pick up and say, hello. He asked, are you okay? He had a lot of worry and concern in his voice. Are you sure you're okay?